I'm Michael Green, the Counter Jockey. This is Morning Gaming. It took me a long time to get around to recording this episode. Like, day before it needs to go out kinda took a while. I've just been working on everything else. Like, getting the comic back on schedule and working on prepping a new D&D campaign. Gonna try and write a module out. Just... I don't know why. It took me a bit to get back into this one. It's not like I don't enjoy playing games. Recording this takes a bit more energy than you'd expect. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's playing video games, which means it's just got a certain level of awesome by default, but yeah, I've just been doing everything else under the sun. Also, I picked up running again, so like I'm not dead from that, but I can tell if if I keep pushing myself at the pace I am, there might just be days where I'm basically dead. Okay. That sound is really high. Let's bring the music up a bit. Okay, that's probably good. Oh, Kyle's back here in the passenger seat. Just lurking. Until he gets more comfortable with the format of the show, he decided he'd take a back seat and just kind of observe. Occasionally pipe in Andy Richter-esque. Got a text from some... Got a text from some friends who were watching one of the afternoon gaming episodes. Just like, wow, you got angry. I'm like, oh, hey, you're caught up to the State of Decay episode.
Hey.
I know what elements made me angry about it. I think the problem is I let myself get a little bit of kind of like a hype going into it, because I was like, oh, it's zombie survival, but it's got all this like production value going into it. And I think I just got a little excited, and it fucked me up.
How about that?
Because if you get... Oh. Oh, too many camping supplies. What is this? Swollen eye. Oh yeah, that's right. If you get knocked out, you get... depending on what knocked you out, you can get stuff that happens to you. So, yeah, I don't know what about State of Decay just amplified what would have been just a base level annoyance with stuff. Man. Yeah, I did go a bit nuts though. Maybe we should... Let's stick with damage reduction and damage reduction. She has a much higher survival skill, but for the moment, like bonus healing, she doesn't need movement speed. She keeps moving ahead of our tank. I had to force myself to come up here and play. I was like, fuck, you need to record. You have a responsibility. Gosh darn it. I have the living room all set up with all my D&D books on the coffee table. Got the Fallout 4 soundtrack in the record player. Got, I'm doing some development with the Kaladesh Plane Shift book. They put it out as a free PDF, and I'm working on adapting it into a story I'm working on. Something random going on downstairs.
Leave it to me!
Wooly must have pepped back up. Changed out headphones for today, because those are nice and all for, oh, somehow did I get that? They're really good for boxing in the noise, but I have a hard time hearing my own voice, because they are noise canceling. So I'm going with my nice little Bose ones for kind of a balance between the two of higher quality audio, but not getting that weird thing of like when you're talking with your hands over your ears. Let's go take a look at this again. How are you guys this morning? Doing good? Feeling motivated? I'm feeling super motivated. I ran in high school. Sorry about that. That was probably the worst noise imaginable. But yeah, no, I ran a lot in high school just because I could, because I was young and swift. But I tried to get back into running several times over the last several years and just could not. And I'd tell my wife about it, and I don't think it ever clicked with her that I had run a lot when I was younger and kind of knew what that should feel like, because I was getting pains in the upper part of my shin. I was like, this is wrong. You shouldn't have stabbing pain. Dull ache from underuse, yeah, sure. But I have stuff, like my calves look like, they don't look like my arms, let me just put it that way. I'm all leg muscle. So, finally, she realizes that we've never gone to take me to the good shoe store. There's a shoe store that's run by people who organize races around here, so they know their shit. So we go in, and I'm gonna stop here for talk for a second before I go, because I know there's like more story right across this bridge. So we go in, and like almost immediately the guy's just like, oh yeah, no, you know, we did the video playback on you running on the treadmill, and pointed, it's like, yeah, right here, it looked like body horror. Basically, I was pronating in so hard that like my foot would turn like this, and so I'm literally straining the tendons in my lower leg from just tilting my leg. And so I got new shoes, got on put it on some pronation control shoes, got on the treadmill, and was able to run like 3 miles per hour faster than I normally could. So yeah, I'm back into running. Just gotta build up the cardio. But I think we found our 6th party member. Also, this is a fantasy world that has guns. I love it. Oh, this guy's a big goof. We're feverishly taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. What are you doing over there? The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin. He waves the parchment in greeting. I really like this character. You gotta have some positive characters in your games, and boy is this guy. Killing time, if I'm honest. I've already walked the perimeter twice. Their names scratched upon some of the bricks just here. Workers and masons, I expect. Carving a little immortality for themselves. It's a fine keep, Cade Nua. I'm going to mispronounce it and comment on mispronouncing it every time. 2 centuries to its name, and banded for nearly as long.
But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Meerwald. But it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
I came here looking for Marigold as well.
Oh, truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Merwald.
Sounds grand.
I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it. A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep.
But I forget which things would... You know, okay. So before I was trying to say oh, let's keep our character to stuff. I'm just going to start reacting to stuff and let our character's personality build that way. I think Sriracha's going to be passionate about this, because hell yeah, that's awesome. If you can find a thing that's important to all of your people, then we must find it.
Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Ondra's teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for.
Oh.
I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I pay them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
I'll keep an eye out. Let's be on our way.
I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
Okay, so... he has a rifle. Neat. Rifle's obviously very slow, because this is like a more of a flintlock era. But they hit really hard. They also have veil piercing versus deflection. Yeah, whatever. Let's put it this way. It's got 10-meter range. Sweet. He's wearing heavy armor though, and he's got S-Stuck as his two-handed weapon. So it's a long, narrow great sword. So, not crafting. Oh, that's right. You can craft better. You can craft buff food. Let's take a look at our stash and see if there's anything we want to give to him. His two-handed weapon is going to be better than all this crap. Turban of +1 intellect. And here you go. That's probably it for useful stuff to give him at the moment. Can he use... I think he can use scrolls. Does it say his lore on here? I'll look it up. Lore 9. Fuck. Okay, yes. He can use... Short answer, yes. Okay. Because I don't want to get way through the game and be like, you know what, I never used any of these items, I probably should have. Screw that. Hook him up. Jolting touch? Sure. The other thing is, he's actually fairly tough.
Yes?
Okay. This is what I love about his class, the Chanters. You can create your own songs. So, let's make a song. So he's got 3 different phrases he can chant. One gives all of his allies bonus fortitude and will. So let's throw that in there. So this is how long it takes to chant before it just has a passive effect. This gives movement speed and reflexes. This drains endurance from all enemies in the area of effect. Fortitude and will. This gives movement speed and reflex. Actually, that seems like it'd be interesting. Probably want the movement speed earlier than... We'll call this... We'll call this Battle Hymn. I know that's not how you spell him, but he doesn't need to know that either. So, when I get down here, I've got... This is his basic one that just alternates back and forth between, the 2 basic buffs. Oh. And then we can go down here and be like... The delete key doesn't do anything. Okay, so... Then in combat, you just select one, and that's what he'll sing. So, like, if we want just the buffs versus... And unlike a bard in, say, D&D, it's not... it doesn't conflict with the other stuff they do. So he's gonna sing his chant on top of shooting people with a gun. And the more he sings, he builds up energy that he can use to do spells. I rather like this class. But where... Okay. So you can just default set him up to summon stuff? Oh, hell yeah. That's basically everything I ever do with him anyway. What is this? Allows the healing of a small amount of health on and out. Okay. We'll save his per rest healing spell. But in general, I have a feeling I don't have to do anything as far as
Alright then.
Now.
I shall be discreet.
So, spoilers, we're about to inherit this castle, which I thought was a neat feature of this game. It's like, hey, what if we just go ahead and give you a base of operations you can work from? It's like, oh, no, actually, that's pretty awesome. And then it's up to you to decide how you'll use that base.
Following your lead.
One selected. He's just going to do the buff one for now. Actually, you know what? Screw it. How do I... Go away. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hey.
Yeah, whatever. I'll figure it out. So,
Old and dry, with cobwebs in every crack. It reminds me of Woodica.
I want to change his name to Kyle, but I can't. Durance, you're talking about a god. He's either a fallen god or actually just a wall of ranged people.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very...
Thank you, Kana. Caught that one, did you? Small flame blight. It's a fire elemental.
It's no use!
Ow. I'm very badly burned.
Craved out.
Get wrecked. Willy! Goodbye, Willy! Okay.
Hello? Hello?
And that has been Willy's credit on the episode. Does he have to get a SAG card now? Like, or is that considered just a small enough walk-on role that he can... Oh, that's blockaded, that's right. It's a whole thing later to get that unblocked. Because that's the path we want to take to go explore more stuff, but we can't right now.
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you!
Huh.
Yeah!
You okay? Okay. Turned yellow for a second there.
Steady does it.
A fountain left stagnant. I bet that smells just delightful.
Not a sound.
Go ahead and check out this whole courtyard. Don't want anything sneaking up on me. That's always my excuse in games like this, where you get where you get XP from killing enemies. Is I always just treat it as, oh yeah, no, my character's just as I said before, I've been playing Fallout 4 again on survival mode. My character choice, another writer's character from Stranger Things. Anybody who has seen Stranger Things and knows the story of Fallout 4 knows it's funny as shit. I joined the Brotherhood of Steel because because to her, they're the only group that might be able to do anything. Huh, weird. Might just be my human brain, but that looks, I don't know, like a thumb and 4 digits. I'm sure it's nothing. But with the survival mode, I joined the Brotherhood of Steel because I'm like, oh, this is the only group who has their shit together. Oh, and they're also against the Institute, which I can't fucking stand. Because I'm to the point where I know they took my baby. And I'm going to go get my baby back. Spectral smoke churns all around you. At first, you can see nothing except haze, but gradually you make out a wizened, hunched-shapen old elven man. His face and bone-thin arms are smeared with paint. You can't do this. He shakes his head, spitting words at you. Listen.
Home! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all. Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone! You can't burn us all because of them!
Whoever that was, they had a messy end. Hey there, Oli.
Margren's fire cast
Well,
light
that...
in dark places.
Ooh. Unique sword, one-handed. 13 to 19. Reliable. Slain spirits. -3 willpower. I'm gonna go ahead and stick that in here for now.
Hey.
You go that way, you go that way. You two attack that. You two attack that.
Hey.
Go. Nice.
All right,
Got a good
then.
strike team going here. Screw it. We'll explore the rest of the building first. That's the other thing, I've been playing Fallout 4 on the highest graphics settings. Ooh, the load times can be brutal going out into the open world. I honestly have times where coming out from inside of a building out into the open, I'll have 45-second to a minute load times. It looks gorgeous, but I definitely have a chance to check my phone. Get out of my library. What kind of damage were my people doing?
All right, then.
Quietly now.
Shit, we need the Luigi's Mansion music. I couldn't hum it to save my life because I never really played the game, but... A little bit of hot chocolate. Never hurt anybody. Schroeder, as much as you call this hatchery. Uh-oh. As you come into the end of the Great Hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne, wrought out of marble. Its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. As you approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
I'm looking for Merwald.
As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way.
You said these were your halls?
Not as a land is its lord's, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth Sasha finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did. Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
So, the architect who designed the castle,
Not a
her
soul.
only wish was to stay with the things she had designed. So, because you're in a world that has soul magic, they made it happen.
There's my little soldier. Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
Gonna grow up big and strong if you want to be a soldier. Say nothing, soldier.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Remind me what happened to him?
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them. That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
The implication that your mom is sick, I think, there as well. So that's weird. We saw an interaction with
And what does the
spirit
flame reveal?
of somebody who was being slaughtered, and then somebody as a youth being told that they're going to have to avenge the youth. So I think sides of the story.
That's for my friend!
I think that spider may be stuck on that door.
Barathas!
Roak 10!
Not getting through me.
I feel weak.
All the bodies. Chanters.
Try it again!
Darling, let's leave some reminders.
And then they
Hello?
dis-a-fucking-peer.
Hello?
Of course.
Just gonna wander around a bit in case there's some hidden shit. You never know with old prison cells.
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad. There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
Tell me about the orders.
The instructions come from Admeth Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the Deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out. Or let them blaze if they won't. It'll make this even shorter than the Broken Stone War, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts. I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bereth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
I love that this character is trying to contextualize to himself the genocide they're trying to perpetrate. They're trying to wipe out the Glenfallans. It's to protect themselves, but you're trying to massacre a people. And he even calls out that they are killing innocents. The Glenfallans
We'll take those farmers by surprise.
Are your classic, natives, but they're not shown to be the nicest people either.
Almost time. Di and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now. Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one wants it said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins. The tribes need more leaders like you, women who value deeds over words. You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
It's no trouble. Hope that helps.
Oh.
No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
A large, liver-spotted man, barrel-chested and paunchy, cowers in the far corner of the room, his white hair a tangled, stringy mess. He covers his face and chest with trembling hands, unable to look in your direction.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Mayorwald? As twitching begins whimpering himself and sharp hisses as though having an argument. All at once he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly and he looks you dead in the eye, like a corner animal about to pounce. His voice turns suddenly raspy.
Mayorwald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit!
Gonna be honest here. I'm a watcher. I met a woman in Gilded Vale who thought you could help me.
Mayorwald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
That's weird. That's a different voice.
Come to speak to Mayorwald? Mayorwald whose touch is poison? Mayorwald who knows not his effect?
I was told I'm a watcher and that you could tell me more about it? And about a tablet of some worth.
A window. Window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Peer and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I. What the gods wanted of me, thought I.
The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged.
That's gotta be the soldier.
It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
That's the leader of the Glenfallans.
Little I knew.
I was accosted by spirits on my way here. What do they want?
No. No! Forgive me! Forgive me!
You seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
What is juice? An awakening? How could a simple awakening have driven you to this? Ooh, lore 2. You mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times.
Wait. Aleph seemed pretty quick on knowing about that. I'm sure that won't be important at all. Dude starting a bar fight because he keeps talking in a different accent. Sure as nothing.
Memory, personality, identity, any might resurface. or all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Meowald has lost control. Meowald's body no more.
So those other ghosts?
Spirits, and not spirits. Always whispering to Meowald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Meowald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from your previous lives.
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Meowald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere since I became a watcher. Oh no. No. You too? You too. Poor woman. Poor woman.
They will take you too.
What exactly does he mean? Surely there's something that can be done. You're saying I'll end up like you?
So fragile, the Watcher's mind. So real, his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
I'm awakened to a past life. How would that... No. Let's go with... what are these past lives... Why do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder. Soldier and marauder and Meowald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. Haediran colonization, fighting between Direwood colonists and native Glenfallans.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 Claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I bet one of them was talk of raiding a village.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Adia bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
That's troubling. At least Merwald knows that that's shitty. Oh. Durant saying, his soul is marked by flame, and those marks will never heal. His trial has broken him, but better that than live in weakness. Take your time, it's over now. It was long ago. Continue when you're ready.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for Marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
What do you mean the boy was a vessel for the raider?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
Then that was his mother I met at the keep. She told him his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the 9 Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
Next life to burn his own clan. No wonder he's such a mess now. That'll stain you right down to your soul.
Soldier and marauder. Lies and vengeance. And dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
I think I'm gonna go rational on this one. I see no reason, just bad luck.
How little we know.
There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember. Someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there. He seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead. Books of burden. Queens that were. Known to me are they. The leaden key.
The leaden key. It seems we share an enemy, Sriracha. Oh yeah, forgot exactly what I named my character. Assassins and Watcher Wakers, both. They certainly keep busy. Do you know where I might find the leaden key?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
Okay. Who's this queen they pray to?
Woodica. Goddess. Crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
If they cause my awakening, can they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawaken? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
I need to go in search of this man from the leaden key.
Sleep well. Sleep well.
Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
Take it easy. I'm not going to betray anyone.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
You want to rumble? Let's rumble. See, because...
Hey.
What was thick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Ah, the very air of the keep has changed. Some connection between... Oh. The bond seems to have is a frayed rope, ghostly and alive. Its frayed ends writhe like tide pool enemies, and you find that if you concentrate on the ability to manipulate the strands. Bind Merwald as an eternal warden of this place, or sever the rope and let him pass from this world, or draw upon the connection between Merwald's soul and this place, giving myself knowledge from it. So, this probably makes the place stronger somehow. This is probably weaker, but it's the right choice. And this is some sort of neutral thing of like, oh, well, I just want knowledge. Let's sever the rope and allow him pass. Strand by strand, fly apart. Liquid and dissolves from your awareness. Merwald's soul hovers near you, a vortex of strife and discord, but there's something else there beneath it, something like relief. He is gone.
Not sure how I feel about
There you
this.
go. Keeping quiet.
All right, then.
Ooh, Merwald's grimoire. Probably got some
Not
good
sure
shit.
how I feel about this. Hope that helps.
Give me Dead Man Book. Ooh, yes. I don't know how to cast Fireball. Fuck it, yeah, I'm learning it. Physical barrier arrest, ever bonuses to burn. Okay. I've been debating picking up some of the defensive spells. Running those.
Hey.
Oh, speaking of which, let's see. There was a spell I was going to pull out, unless I already did it. Or I'm going...
That older set? Let's discuss it.
Oh,
Poor Meyerwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
I don't think knowledge was a problem. He said that if I can find out what caused this, it might help. Might help me. That's true, and there is no such thing in my experience as too much knowledge. Got some sneezes, buddy? Come on, we'll find your answers and mine, I hope.
Quietly now.
I have been forgetting to check that. When they get the little dialogue thing on their pictures, it means you can talk to them.
Hey.
And they'll tell you...
Nice
like,
and
they'll have a
quiet.
conversation with you. Which is usually timely about whatever's going on.
Leave it to me!
Nice and quiet.
Max endurance bonus. Okay. Not gonna argue that. Shimmering wall of energy extends across the doorway like a curtain. Repels forward movement. Can you stack these? Oh, yes, you can. Sweet. Spell defense bonus is probably useful for him. You put this on. Actually, wait. What am I doing? There we go.
Hey.
You're right. The voice of Sears
Light,
probably does
flame, and sound.
But I don't feel like the giant spiders.
You're not getting through me.
Raised up.
That's not very helpful.
You're not getting through.
So you get your endurance back after
You're not
combat,
getting through me.
But with stuff like he gets like he doesn't get to summon his skeleton guys until way later in a fight. Okay, real quick before you guys desummon, I'm just gonna have you run off as far as you can before you disappear. Shit.
Hey.
Not a sound.
It's like, who the fuck are these assholes? Oh, I can make this bigger. Oh god. Somebody tried to hit. Oh, I don't know why my brain's having but you can go through and find like somebody tried to hit and this guy has a lot of defensive bonuses. But
I'm
Crave Dalfilathilim.
an egg. Okay. Just a bog standard egg. Just gonna have that later. Just like an uncooked egg. I heard him, but I don't see him. Must be like hiding. What do you got? Bonus accuracy. That's not a bad thing to have. Fuck. Please stack. That was weird. Her portrait is vibrating. That's weird. Okay. Okay. I have a feeling the spiders are somehow going to be like easy, like able to get out of webs.
Following your lead.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Hey.
Okay. Eats away targets. Okay, that's hit the target for necrotic. We need to burn down all this extra shit as fast as possible. Does this have a guess for the guess to their HP? Is that what the 25 is? Oh, and they are immune to web. Let's open with these. Okay.
How may I?
Oh yeah, that's right. I can literally talk to people's souls and scare them. Because that's a thing. Because I dealt with the madman that was Merwald. Okay. Actually. Time to go full ham here. You. Do you have any sort of... Oh, that's... Mark a target for retribution. That sounds like exactly what I want you to do.
That's embarrassing.
Let's see. Aeloth finished his spellcast. But guess what? Aeloth is now going to cast another spell. You know what? We're going to cast different spells.
Got him!
Okay, Durance finished spellcasting. What can Durance do now? No. No, I'll leave his spellcasting alone so he can do spells. Let's see, what can Sriracha do? Whoa. Where are you hiding, Schroeder? I must have got up on top of my computer. Okay, that will hurt my person.
Like wood and rock!
Justice!
Aeloth. Just... Ooh, yes. Slap the spider. Whoa! GG, y'all. Unique stiletto. Oh yeah, that's right. It does a lot of damage. It does a lot of DR bypass, and it gets you health back. DR bypass and life gain. Accuracy. I'll stick that there.
Hey.
Oh, that's a person who got spiderwebbed. So yeah, you can have the pets, like the pig. Oh, I'm the only person with a pet slot. And Sriracha is not a pet spider. No way in hell. Huh. It's almost like it's a giant Aedra palm. Surprised it is. Well, if that's the
Breach
palm
your
in the
skull a
hand,
lot.
I beg your pardon?
I said nothing.
if that's the palm and those are the fingers, how big is the statue? Fun fact, that is a thing we will find out.
I felt Mayor Wald's passing. You slew him.
He gave me no choice.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Mayor Wald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
Mayor Wald said that I must go to the City of Defiance in search of the Queen. I see. If it's Defiance Bay you seek, I'm sorry to tell you that you've come a long way for nothing. The Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago and Mayor Wald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is the dead end. He got so far as gathering materials before his mind became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired, if it's your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. For what am I but the master's instrument? It would take time, but far less than finding another route to Defiance Bay. How do I repair it? Yeah. So, I have the supplies already to do this one task, but anything else will cost me money. What does being the master entail? Why, there are many responsibilities to maintain the keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instructions. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, you can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Praying the keep will raise your prestige, and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep's security in turn, these will become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with threats to the keep, and then there are other things. What do you mean by risks? Mayor Wald's curse was his own, a Watcher's curse, but his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather, far beneath it. At least such has been the conclusion drawn by all who've come to this place, for which spirits still linger in the endless paths, oft speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed, from the time of our Aedirn colonists onward. Beasts rise from the endless paths until the new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below this master does not tolerate rivals, it seems. Yeah, so there is a gigantic maze, like basically a giant dungeon underneath this keep, like a Diablo-style dungeon. So, on top of the story stuff on the surface world, you also have a giant dungeon that goes way down. See, even he talks about it. What are the endless paths? They talk about it. It's a giant labyrinth. Hey, about the questions. Time to find this queen. You must know this queen you're looking for. Defiance Bay has no queen. I'm told they erected an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. Okay. Let me see what repairs I can make. Bring me wealth, you say? On it. Only thing I can repair at the moment is that. But now that I've done that, I can work on other stuff. And there is a lot of stuff. Some of it gets just really basic stuff, like extra bonuses for sleeping here. Let's see, Main Keep. Upgrading the Main Keep will repair your Great Hall, allowing visitors and adventurers to be available to you and your companions. That sounds rad. Do that. Oh, that one already completed. Okay, so this will be finished in 3 days. So, not enough money, not enough money. Time. Bonus to survival skill upon resting at... Okay, so this one gives a bonus survival skill for resting here. And then high level bounties. So I probably don't need that right off the bat. Restoring Bright Hall will allow you to rest here. Yeah, we're gonna... I thought I could queue stuff. Eat me. So currently no events. Prestige, the more positive the events tend to be. However, high security is also important. So this is like bonus stuff that happens. This would be like... And then this is my log of what's going on. Once you have the barracks, you can recruit people from here. And then this gives me a place to do party management. Okay. Well, I'd say that that is a great... Oops. Before I got just wrecked by that yawn. That seems like a good place to call it. We've got... Close that, close that. Holding grade. Okay, so I need to go talk to that one guy. I need to go back to town and talk to her. Better, buddy. Mayorwald is gone. Whoopsie. Spend time with Durance. I'm currently doing that. Find the ruins. That's a thing for Kana. And explore those paths. Let's talk to some people. Next time. I've been Michael Green, the Counter Jockey. This is Morning Gaming. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm having Chinese food for dinner. Everybody's got that one restaurant that's like the comfort food restaurant. I got one downtown called Crane. And yeah, buddy, we're getting Crane delivered. You jumping? No? Okay. Too lazy? Got it. Mike Green, Counter Jockey, Morning Gaming. Research says that dogs add years to your life. Cats actually remove years from your life. Sounds about right. Later.